There are plenty of aspects that shape a Danganronpa game: the trials, the executions, Nagito Komaeda, and one ingredient that typically goes unnoticed in the Danganronpa franchise are the body discovery announcements. Now, several months ago, I ranked the trials and executions, which, by the way, I was not expecting them to get over 100,000 views. Thank you guys so much. I wasn't even expecting them to get over 100. With the trials and executions under my ranking belt, and upon your guys' requests, I think the body discovery announcements deserve the same treatment. That being said though, these are easily much more trivial to rank. With the trials, you got hours of content to cover. The executions, while they are only about a minute or so each, they have a lot of stuff going on in them. But with the body discovery announcements, it's just 5 to 15 seconds of, dear God, there's a corpse! However, after putting some thought into it, I think ranking them is definitely possible, as each of them usually have unique details about them. Today I'm going to be looking at the body discovery announcements and ranking them the same way I ranked the executions, by their creativity, brutality, and impact, or in this case, shock factor. These attributes are each very subjective when it comes to ranking them, so remember not to take this list too seriously, and to stay respectful in the comments. Speaking of which, be sure to leave your favorite body discovery announcements down below. Two quick things before we jump into it. There are two scenes that are not going to qualify. The first is Mukuro's death, because it's not really a body discovery announcement since she just gets impaled in front of everyone by her sister, because yeah, siblings do that. The second scene, as regrettable as it is, I am not counting Kokichi's fake body discovery announcement. Trust me, if I did, it would probably be towards the top because it's super iconic, but it doesn't count because it's all a lie. Secondly, I have a few important channel announcements at the end of the video, so be sure to stick around for that. And with all of that said, it's punishment time. Or murder time, I guess.
Boy, what the fuck going on in Miami, bro? Boy, you got in there. No! This shit just disappeared.
Last place unfortunately goes to Hifumi and Taka, but not for their first discoveries, but for their second one. After their bodies disappear like a father going to the grocery store to get milk, everyone goes searching and eventually Byakuya and Makoto find their bodies in the art storage room. This discovery is last because it doesn't get any reaction from me other than, oh okay, so the bodies didn't get sent into the void. We already know that they're dead, so there's no shock to be had. All in all, it doesn't do a lot, but to be fair, it's not really supposed to. Mukuro's body discovery is simultaneously the most mysterious and most lame body discovery of them all. I like how it has a shroud of mystery surrounding it, but it doesn't take long to find out what's really happening here, and the discovery itself doesn't have much shock value since we don't really know who it is or what's even happening. There's not a lot to say about Hifumi's discovery. It's just fairly standard and kind of predictable, honestly. Sure, he wasn't really dead and it was all part of an intricate plan, but as for the discovery itself, it's nothing spectacular. No sympathy for the simp. Good thing I'm not on Twitch, I could have just gotten banned there. Look at this graph. While I can appreciate the dramatic camera panning, this is another discovery that does not pop out much. Like almost every murder in the franchise, how the murder actually happened is really awesome, mostly because Mahiru died, but that doesn't play too much into the actual ranking of the discoveries. I appreciate the weird anime mask to amp up the mystery, but otherwise, there's not much here to place it any higher. Taka's discovery gets the upper hand naturally because of the double murder. By itself, it's definitely a really lame body discovery though. But since it's the first time we ever see a second murder happen in one chapter, it's very shocking and makes you rethink your entire life.
So you just gonna bring me a birthday gift on my birthday to my birthday party on my birthday with a birthday gift? Happy birthday?
My favorite part about this body discovery and murder is that it literally happens in the middle of a party, which sounds like something straight out of a cheesy horror movie. The discovery itself, though, isn't very substantive. The discovery does happen during a very interesting circumstance, however, which lands it a little higher. This is a body discovery that loses points for the same reason as most of the ones on the bottom half of this list. It's simply not that special or unique. I like the creepy static noises and the dramatic panning, but unfortunately there's not a lot to talk about here. Other than the fact that Rantaro has a thickie, so he places a little higher. Another example of a body discovery that is very good in terms of execution, but otherwise doesn't present much to place it in the top tiers. Only things that I can say about it is I found it a little baffling how he got so damaged and the blue blood was an interesting touch.
What's your name?
What the
While this body discovery was kind of predictable if you know the pattern of the 3rd chapters, it was very well done. Himiko's expression adds a lot to it, and honestly, Tenko was a character I was really upset to see kick the bucket, just like how Kurekyo kicked the floorboard. Hanging by a thread into the top 10. Wait, didn't I do that joke before? Anyway, it's Ibuki. Ibuki's is simple but disturbing. You walk in and see your lifeless body hanging from a noose. I love how simple it is, but it's incredibly effective, which lands it into the top 10.
I really hate to say this. I think there's someone hanging right there.
Not long after Ibuki's, we are met with the good old Chapter 3 double murder, and I have to say, this is one of the better double murder reveals. It's shocking and extremely brutal with her being taped onto the wall. Good job, Mikan, you know how to be a psychopath.
You like jazz? Mom, why did you... you crushed him!
Oh, come on. Who got pink paint on my hydraulic press?
And they were roommates.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
Ah yes, stabbing their way into the 6th placement is the first ever body discovery. Similarly to Leon's execution, this body discovery gets the advantage of the first experience. The memories. I remember I thought my game was glitched because the blood was pink and I almost restarted my game, but turns out everyone is made out of birthday cake. Everything about this scene is terrifying. The intense camera, the unsettling music, the dim lighting. This is a phenomenal first body discovery that perfectly sets the tone for the rest of the franchise.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Dude!
While the murder itself is not incredibly interesting on Danganronpa standards, the body discovery is super well done. The intense music paired with the creepy character replicas adds such an uncanny vibe, along with the fast zoom onto Angie at the end. Geez, this is how to do a body discovery of a seemingly simple death.
Ask the child if he or she is choking.
Are you choking? Are you choking?
Miyu's body discovery is so haunting because just look at her face, holy sh**. It's one of the quicker body discoveries, but it's also one of the more memorable ones because of Shuichi's shocked expression and Miyu's nightmare-inducing face.
Miss Keisha. Miss Keisha. Miss Keisha. I'm not fucking done. She fucking dead.
I originally had this body discovery towards the bottom, but I have no idea what I was thinking. The lack of sound effects and music really make this one extra haunting, and it's probably one of the more unique body discoveries of the bunch. I really like this one.
I'm about to sing a song. Move! Get out the way!
Chihiro's body discovery is literally like 3 seconds, but there's a lot to unpack here. Chihiro's hanging body, the huge writing on the wall, it's one hell of a crime scene, and because of this, it's one of the most interesting murder scenes and discoveries in the entire franchise. It's pretty obvious why Ryoma's body discovery is so high. Most of the time when you find a body, the person was beaten or stabbed to death, and that's the end of the story, but this time, nope. You get to see this small man get eaten by piranhas. This body discovery reaches towards the top because of its creativity, but there's one body discovery that takes the crown over it. Most of the body discoveries are fairly simple. You walk in, oh no, a body on the floor that's been stabbed or hit over the head. But there's one body discovery that is so memorable, so despair-inducing, that it deserves its first placement by a long shot. And that first placement has to go to that one time I walked into electrical to find Brown and Pink both dead. Like, holy crap, I was not expecting that. They were by each other the entire time. Wait, wrong game. My bad. The real first place of this list goes to none other than Nagito Komaeda. Not only is this the longest body discovery, but just look at this corpse. He was tied by all of his limbs, cut multiple times, with a knife through his palm, and finally impaled by a harpoon. I think this death might have hurt, like, just a little bit. It's such a shocking and overwhelming body discovery. I don't think many will try to argue against the fact that this is the king of body discoveries in Danganronpa. And with that, there's my list. What are your favorite body discoveries? Be sure to leave your list down in the comments below, and once again, please be respectful down there, or else someone's probably going to end up discovering your body, and I don't think anyone wants that. Now I ask for your attention for the next couple minutes, especially if you're interested to know what kind of content I'm going to be making in the future. Before that, be sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications if you enjoyed the video. An incredibly large portion of people who watch my videos are not subscribed to me, so if you want to see more content like this, please let it be known. Be sure to join my Discord for channel announcements and just to come by and chat. And finally, follow my Twitter and Instagram. Okay, so about the channel. Firstly, I want to emphasize that this is not a Danganronpa channel. This is a gaming channel before anything else. I 100% plan on making more Danganronpa videos in the future, but I likely will not be visiting it for a little while, or as much as I have been recently. I want to make this clear because I don't want people to be upset when I am not uploading as much Danganronpa content. Secondly, if you want more Danganronpa goodness, be sure to check out the My VA Stuff playlist on my channel, and check out Rocky Restarts. It's a Danganronpa fan game that is absolutely amazing. And I'm not even talking out of bias, it is legitimately really cool. It's mostly made by one person, which is super impressive. I highly recommend you check out that project if you're a fan of Danganronpa because 1, I voice Victor Moore, and 2, it is a non-profit game that requires a lot of support. I promise you will not be disappointed checking it out. I also voice in a Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc fan dub as Mondo. We put a lot of work into that fan dub, so please be sure to support that as well. That can also be found in the My VA Stuff playlist. And with that, that's all I have for you guys. I'll see you all soon. I have a lot of videos planned for the next couple months. If you guys want a sneak peek on that, be sure to join my Discord or to follow my Instagram. And with that, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Remember to stay safe and to stay cool. Bye guys.